Hi there, my name is Gemma Whitehouse and I am from Home-Start Surrey, and I'm very excited today to have with me Carol Robbins from Home-Start in Elmbridge.
That's right.
Welcome to the podcast.
Thank you. It's great to be here.
Isn't this exciting?
Yeah.
So we've invited you here today just to find out about what you do for Home-Start and how you first started working for Home-Start.
Okay. Yes. So I work for Home-Start Elmbridge, and I'm a coordinator for the Over Fives project. And this is quite unusual because most home starts concentrate on the under fives.
Exactly right, yeah.
Yeah, so we had funding to develop the Over Fives project. And in fact, I'd been doing this sort of work with a local charity.
Oh, okay.
And the funding, like quite often happens, came to an end. Sorry. And I was very keen to keep the project going.
Okay.
So I've been, connected with Home-Start in Elmbridge for many years.
Right.
So I talked to them and we managed to bring the project over.
Oh, wow.
Yes,
Brilliant.
yes. So we're very happy about that.
So how did you first start out with Home-Start? What was the first, were you a volunteer to begin with?
No, in fact, I, quite a few years ago now, was a children's centre manager in Surrey, in Elmbridge. And our local Home-Start representative on our trustee board steering group was from Home-Start, Carol Hodges. So I've known Carol for years and years. And we've always referred to each other with the different work that we've been doing, and met each other at meetings with supporting families in Elmbridge. So it was a very sort of nice way of bringing the project to Home-Start, because I'd had this sort of professional connection for many years.
Okay, brilliant. And tell us, what is the Over Fives project?
Right, so our focus is on parents whose children have gone on to primary school.
Right.
And we find that quite often support can fall away a bit at this point, especially for the parents. The children are well cared for at their school, but sometimes the parents need a bit of extra support.
Okay.
So we focus on the parents, and quite a lot of the work in the project is group work rather than individual work.
Okay.
So we don't have the home visiting aspect of the project, which the other elements of Home-Start do.
Yeah.
We use volunteers in a big way, and I'm very grateful for them, and they help us with the groups.
Okay. And how many groups are there? Is it just once a week or?
We've basically got two groups, and one of them is a parent support cafe.
I've seen the pictures.
You've seen the pictures,
Yep.
Yes. And in fact, that cafe was going before we brought the project to Home-Start. So that's well established in an area of high need in Elmbridge.
Okay.
And it runs at a community centre on a particular estate, and we run every other Tuesday.
Fantastic. So the parents come along when the children are at school?
Yes,
I
exactly.
see.
Yes.
Okay, I'm with you.
Yes, it's a very nurturing place.
Right.
And we set up the room very nicely with, tablecloths and homemade cakes.
Lovely.
My lemon drizzle cake is famous.
Very nice. Yum.
And we really want it to be a place where parents can relax, where they can get support from other parents. We give them support as staff and volunteers. We can signpost to other organisations if we need to. We can invite other professionals to the group so that they've got first-hand
Amazing.
advice on in the room. Yeah.
And how many people normally come along to each meeting?
Well, we've grown. I think our average now is between 12 and 16.
Oh, wow, that's brilliant.
Which is quite big.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
And is there space for everybody?
Yes.
Oh, that's
just
good.
about.
Yeah.
Yes.
And is it open to anyone?
It's really targeted.
Yes.
So we don't advertise it broadly.
Okay.
And so quite often it's other professionals that will signpost to it.
Right.
But we also find that some of our parents who come along might recognise they've got a friend who could do some support.
Yes, I was going to say word of mouth is very strong.
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
That's amazing. So you have that, did you say every other Tuesday?
Every other Tuesday in term time.
In term time. And then did you say there's another group as well?
Yes, the other group is more structured. It's a parenting course. So we run a 10-week challenging behaviour parenting course.
Okay.
Yeah, and that runs in a different part of Elmbridge. That is, again, it's by referral only.
Okay.
And we can offer it free of charge.
That's amazing.
Yeah, and we can also help with transport if getting there is difficult. So we try and make it as really open as possible.
Fantastic.
Yeah, and we run that every term.
So it just keeps going?
Keeps going.
That's so amazing. So Elmbridge actually quite unique in offering these two.
I think we probably are.
Okay.
I know there is another very good over 5 project in Epsom and Newell, and they've just set it up in a different way. And I think that's the important thing, that we're filling gaps.
Yeah.
And that will look different at different Home-Start projects.
Yeah. That's absolutely amazing. I had no idea that any of this was really happening. So it's really great to actually learn what's happening in each individual Home-Start.
Yes, yeah.
So so do they, obviously Elmbridge run like other Home-Starts as well, with the visiting families in their houses as well?
Yes.
So this is like an additional.
It's additional, and in fact, I work 14 hours a week, so it's it's a smaller project.
Yeah.
And I'm the sort of key member of staff that's involved with that, and then, as I say, the volunteers, and then another member of staff co-facilitates the parenting group with me.
Fantastic. So how many is it just you and one other that do the groups, or is it
parenting course?
Yes. Right.
And it's just me for the cafe and the volunteers.
Wow, you're busy then.
Quite busy in my 14 hours.
Yes. Tell me about it, because I'm only supposed to do 6, but never mind. When you're passionate about something, it doesn't really feel like work, does it?
Yeah, that's right. No, I love it.
Yeah, amazing. So was there anything else that you wanted to talk about from your role at Elmbridge today? Any sort
I think that those are the main 2 services groups, but of course there's lots of little bits that go on in between. So parents contact me if they need food bank vouchers, if they need help with school uniform, if they've got housing difficulties, all the issues that you find with any Home-Start service, that we're a point of contact. So even if we can't, fix that all ourselves, of course we can't, but we can signpost and we can advise and empower. So we've got really good links, and I think that's another key to the success of the cafe, is that some of the volunteers are actually food bank volunteers as well. So we have any excess food bank foods come to the cafe.
Oh, fantastic.
And so if they're just about to go out of date and the food bank knows they can't distribute it all, it will come to us. And our parents are very grateful for that.
I bet they are,
Yeah, and then we've got another link with the food bank and a charity, so that we get fresh fruit at the cafe every time as well.
Oh, wow. I'm a big fan of the fruit.
Yes, yeah. So, I think, as I say, the key of the success is that we work very much with our local community.
Yes.
And sort of tap into things that are going on.
Yeah. And do you feel like you've got links with the other Home-Starts at all, or do you find that you're quite...
I sort of rely on my colleagues for that a bit, because in 14 hours and a specific project, I'm not so able to sort of get to those bigger events. But certainly I find that there's always support from other Home-Starts, if there's things that we want to try that we know other Home-Starts have done. And in fact, they come to us if they're thinking about their first project.
You're leading the way there. Yeah.
Possibly.
You're doing really, really important work. I think it's really, really, really good.
No, so I really enjoy it.
Yeah, amazing. Well, I think we're, that concludes the first podcast. How exciting. It's really, really great to meet you.
And you.
And carry on the good work. And hopefully in the future we'll be working more closely together as Home-Start Surrey kind of joins everyone up, as it were.
Yeah.
So
great.
Brilliant.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Dee Shepherd from SMJ Media Group. If you like what we do, and if you enjoyed what you heard today, then please do continue to support us. Support us in our conversations, in our events, in our communication, and how we publish and how we promote all local businesses. So, how do you do that? Well, you can buy me a coffee. Where? buymeacoffee.com /SMJ Media Group.